What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 18 of Space Engineers. It looks like the sun is setting ever so slowly on the moon. Everything's peaceful for now. Not too bad. I haven't done anything since the last episode. So last episode, I got the base expanded. Things are looking pretty good. We got our 6 turrets up top, 3 on each tower. Pretty soon I'm going to be expanding the base this way a little bit, probably up to here. And of course there's a meteor storm. There's always a meteor storm at some point when I start recording. I'm sure the turrets will take care of it. I think they're on. I better make sure that they're on, honestly. You guys are on. Yep. Taking care of business as they should. So, yeah, eventually I'm going to end up expanding this part of the base probably to like right here, not too much further. Put a couple more towers. The towers that I'm going to put here, I'll probably put 1 missile turret on each corner and probably 2 more of these turrets. Maybe something different. I have to mess around with the turrets and see what's up. Super Gremlin is still chilling. The nanite facility has been working pretty well. Everything was fine until I built it, just like before. If the nanites are running, or if I turn it off or something, and then I go to save the game and exit, the game will freeze. But things have been working okay. So I'm not going to mess with the nanite facility at all. I'm going to leave it where it's at for now. If things get really funky, then I might have to go back to not using nanites, but hopefully that doesn't happen. One thing I was thinking about from last episode to now was I got to get all the resources out of this cargo container so I can keep drilling, but I think I'm probably just going to put a few refineries over here at this station, refine all the stone and ores that we collect first, and then transport them out of here. Otherwise, that's going to be some heavy loads taking it raw all the way over there to be refined when I can just refine it over here. However, I need to put a reactor on this thing because I'm sure that battery is running pretty low, and if it dies, then we're kind of screwed and it might despawn. So the very first thing that I want to do is just a small reactor. Nothing crazy, because it doesn't need that much power. So I will just use a regular small reactor and ISSX. Well, they took everything I need. It's perfect. And then this small reactor should be able to power, you know, everything that I need it to power. But I want to be able to access it. And just like that, I think. That will work perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and place this and probably put, you know, 20, 50 pieces of uranium in it. I really don't need that much, at least right now. I'm not even sure how much these things are holding. Oh, these each have 1,000. Okay. But I'm pretty sure this one down here has more, or no. It doesn't. But I don't use this one that much. So I'm gonna take 100. And go ahead and put that in this reactor over here. We got another super gremlin came into view. I'm not too worried about those things though. They don't really seem very hostile. So we'll go ahead and put that to there. Now this should be, yep, fully recharged in 11 minutes. Very fast. Much more power than we need. Even with a few refineries onto this platform, that's more than enough power. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more plates to make the frame a little bit bigger. That should be good. And a refinery. Full-size refinery. And I can't grab it all at once. That's fine. Recharge my energies. And get this first refinery onto the platform. But I'm also going to build my sorting system. I think I'm going to put this over here. And kind of extend this like that. Because I'm going to put the same type of sorter onto this to pool the ores and then put the ingots and everything back into the large cargo container. And that way I can transport them a lot easier. And I think I can go ahead and probably place this. Let's rotate it like that. Can I put it? No, it has to be fully on. Okay. So if I put you, so the top of that's being used, I'll have to use the back port. So we'll put this right. Yeah, right next to it. That'll work. So there's a bunch of the materials here. Let's get the rest of the stuff remaining. I'm going to put one refinery for now and get the sorter set up. Alright, so there's one refinery. The sorting system I'm going to put back here somehow. So let's go ahead and take out some of this rock. That way we just have a little bit more room to work with. There we go. So I'm going to need some conveyor tubes, some sorters, some junctions, you know, the same stuff that I have set up over here. So the way we can do this, I don't know if I want to use the bottom port or the top port. I think the top port, just, well, no, let's try to use the bottom port. So we can do a junction here. If I put the sorter that I want, put the first sorter here. Where's the controls for you? I'll put it here. We'll pull the items out that I want. So pull out the ores. We're going to want another sorter below to bring the ores back in. So then what we can do, come on, there we go. Put you here. The other sorter is going to go below you. So then I can put a junction right here. Do I need a junction or just a rotation? I think just a rotator. Okay, so put you right there. And then a junction below you. Like that. I'll have to clear a little bit of you. Cool. So we're going to bring all of our ores out into here. And the ores will go into there. So I can build that right now. One there. One there. Put the other sorter below you. And have it pool ingots and then back up into there. Perfect, right? I think that's how it's gonna work. I hope that's how it's gonna work. So I'll put you like that. And honestly, it sounds like it's already refining stuff. That's weird. So it is bringing stone in on its own. That's pretty cool, but it's not pulling, you know, the iron ingots and the nickel ingots and all that stuff out. So that's where the other sorters are going to come in, and then I'll set them up, whitelist them, and then be good to go. Okay, so 6, another sorter, awesome. And then once that's built, all of the ingots and silicone and the nickel, iron, and whatever else we run across, which I think was gold and iron, will come into the system on its own. So I'll weld you up, and then we have you. So we'll go here. We will whitelist,
storm inbound.
ingots, and that's pretty much it, right? The whitelist, ingots, drain all on. Cool. And of course there's another meteor storm. Pretty small one. They're taking care of that. So let me make sure that this thing is pulling our stuff out, right? It is. Great. So it's pulling the gravel, the iron, the nickel, everything. So we go here. Large cargo container is still full. But what I need to do as well is go to you. Okay. We're going to whitelist ore, add, and drain all on. Perfect. And now this thing should get filled up with ore. Unless... That's why. Okay, so it's already full. It has all the stone that it could possibly need. Now, what we want to do is put probably yield modules, I'm thinking, onto this. Put yield modules on. I was going to say speed, but I can just add a bunch of refineries to it. So for now, whoa, a little bit too fast. Clear my inventory and see if I can get any yield modules. Cool. All 4. So I'll slap these guys on real quick. I'm going to have to put yield modules on my refineries inside the base as well at some point. But for now, I'm going to fill these refineries with them because they're going to be bringing in most of my stuff. So now I got those full of yield modules. I don't know if they work with stone. Oh, they probably do. Honestly, it looks like we're getting a little bit more stuff. Awesome. So our large cargo container is still full. So I think we're still pulling all the stone out of the drills. Oh yeah, these things are full too. So I'm gonna go refill my energy real quick, and then we're gonna build up one more refinery for now. As long as so if I put this down right next to the other refinery, it should bring in the resources, just like the other one, because they'll be connected on the bottom, and I shouldn't have to connect them on the top. I have these ones connected on the top. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure I don't need these connected on the top because they are connected down here on the bottom. Yep. So this one's full of stone now also. Oh, the yield modules definitely work though, because this is hitting like 60 iron before it gets taken out. This one's hitting like 1,000. So I'm gonna see if I can put some more yield modules on. I'm not sure. I might have to craft some of them up. Oh hell yeah, I got enough for 4 again. Alright, let's get these guys welded on, and then I'm gonna let them take care of business and get our cargo container much more empty than it is right now. And then I'll retract the pistons and add 2 more pistons, and then slowly make our way down deeper and deeper and deeper until we hit the iron that's there, and then I think there's gold right around here somewhere. So that'll be nice. Let's take a look inside the cargo container. Large cargo. So it's not really filling up with ingots. I think it's just because we have so much stone and stuff inside the drills, and they're still making their way in. But yeah, the iron's not going up at all. So where's this stuff going? Oh, they're getting stockpiled into the sorter. So it looks like most of the drills are getting close to empty. We'll have to keep an eye on this. Hopefully they can hold off long enough until all the drills are empty and everything works. We'll see. Once this starts getting refined and emptied, I'll be back. Got some fighter drones coming in. I don't know what's gonna happen. Uh-oh. I'm fucking shoot him. They got missiles? Oh! Well, that sucks. Well, those suck. Did they totally fuck my base up? Well, that certainly sucks. That is definitely not what I was expecting. Okay. Well, my guns were off. There you go. Finish those things off. So these guns were off. That might have helped if I had 8, actually 9 machine guns to help fight those things. I had these guns off because they still keep shooting at that thing over there that I want to take care of. Oh man, but those things did a number. Wow. Did I lose my cargo container? Oh shit, son. I did. Definitely not cool. That explains why these stopped shooting. They didn't have any more ammo. Still have the assembler and the refineries for the most part. So, please forgive me, guys. But I had to load it back up because I couldn't go with losing everything. So here they are. Again. So let's go get them before they get me, right? Cool. So, yeah, I could not. If it was like a normal game, then cool. Yeah, I would let it happen, but it would take me a very long time to get back what I had. So I had to do that. Forgive me that that large cargo container has so much stuff in it. It's crazy. But I think I learned something. Don't leave my base wide open. Definitely don't. I'm gonna turn you guys off for now. Keep shooting at something that's not even hostile anymore. It's just chilling. I definitely need to close this off and probably start putting some heavy armor blocks on this thing. And some missile turrets. Whoa, where are you guys coming back from? What you guys doing? That's a lot of nanites coming back. Did I take damage? Oh, I did. Yeah, look. Missing a block right there. Nothing too serious. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I thought that drones and stuff like that came and attacked you if you had an antenna. Because you're broadcasting, you're like, hey, I'm here. I don't have any antennas or anything like that. So they just magically know to come find me. That's kind of not very fair, honestly, but I guess it is what it is. I should probably start working towards getting like a force field on the base also. But one thing I need to change also, the base defense was only at 600 meters. They're not shooting, okay. So I feel like if those are at 1,000, I might have had a chance. Everything else is on, small ships, missiles, all that good stuff, cool. So I'm definitely going to be loading this thing up with more guns, more defense. I need to put some heavy armor blocks around the important stuff in here and put some more turrets and everything. Oof, that wasn't fun. So, alright, so I got, well, almost 3 refineries. I was working on that when I got obliterated off the face of the Earth, well, moon. I already placed it. It should have grabbed the remaining items. I don't know why it didn't. Get this 3rd refinery welded up, and hopefully that'll help. Large cargo's almost empty. Nothing but ice in the drills now. So we should soon start breaking down. Soon this number should start going down. But we still have quite a bit of stone. Tons of ice, man. So I definitely want to get this closed up. Let's go. We'll grab a bunch of stuff for some light armor blocks. And we're going to bring this out. 1, 2, 3. But it looks like the terrain might barely be enough, but I'm going to have to bring the terrain down, maybe? No? Okay, that's perfect. So right there is perfect. It's exactly where we want it. So I'm going to do that. And just kind of enclose this. Alright, I've got a lot more work done on securing the base. I've got this chain of conveyor tubes up here to these blocks. These blocks go to the turrets, both corners. And I put some more chain over here into this front wall. And across as well for more turrets. What are they shooting at? I don't know. These reactors are going to be going away, and then I'm going to continue this chain to there. So it'll be like a nice big loop. And the front, got this platform out here. Got the regular door, and then a nice airtight hangar door here. I started building the towers for the front turrets. Those are getting done. I got the junctions built. I need to add the tubes and then bring them in. I think it's right here. I believe it's right here. We'll find out. Let's grind that and that. Nope, that's not it. So it's, oh, down one. Cool. Let me go ahead and put that block back. And the nanites will take care of that one right here. If I can get it right this time. Boom. Cool. So I'm going to bring these down to the ground just like the other ones. And then eventually I'm going to layer everything with another set of heavy armor block throughout the whole base. I'm going to have to get a ton of cobalt because I'm pretty sure they take a very large amount of metal grids for the heavy armor blocks. Yeah, tons of steel plate and metal grids. Steel plate's not going to be a problem at all. The drill setup over here, I don't think it's done taking care of everything. It might be by now. It is. Okay, cool. So I got tons of ice and I have 600,000 iron. Plenty of iron. The ice is the main thing I'm going to have to take care of. Now that we're getting through the ice layer, it's going to be nothing but stone, iron, and gold, I believe, for this setup. I'm going to drill down pretty far and then eventually start drilling outwards underneath the layer so that I don't have like a huge hole from the surface. That's the plan. Right now, I'm running into things, but right now I am crafting all the resources I need for this large reactor, which is going to take care of all of my power needs and then some. But it's a lot of stuff to craft, mainly the 6,000 reactor components. I added a 4th speed upgrade to my assembler. I'm probably going to end up putting another assembler right in between here, but I definitely want to get a 2nd assembler, especially for when I'm doing these massive crafting upgrades like the reactor, and the one assembler is just not cutting it. I'll figure something out, but that's for another video. Right now I'm just getting this reactor done so that I can get it placed and have all of the power that I need. I don't know where I'm going to put it though, because eventually this whole wall is going to be filled with refineries for, you know, when I go to space and I get all that cobalt, platinum, uranium, all that good stuff, because I can't get it on the moon. That's what I'm going to need these refineries for. Aside from that, let me go ahead and let this finish crafting up, and then I will find a spot for this large reactor that we have. It is taking a ridiculous amount of time for this thing to get built, but I think I'm going to leave it right here right smack in the middle of this wall over here. Excuse me, turrets, I'm trying to record. So I added a conveyor junction to the back because it only has one access port. So I put the conveyor junction here, and then I can run a tube up to there. I'll swap that out for a conveyor junction up here, and then it'll get its uranium fill and just make stupid amounts of power when it's done. It's taking 6,000 reactor components, and I've only got about 1,400. I closed my doors over here, and kind of just fooling around, I stuck an air vent onto the conveyor junction right here, and it works. My room is filled with oxygen. It took a very, very long time to fill this massive room with oxygen, so I think, unless I end up having to put something onto these conveyor junctions, I'm thinking I'll put an air vent on each corner, and it should fill the room a lot faster if it loses pressure, of course. Like if I have to open this huge hangar door, and I'll try to set something up to where they're not running. Probably won't. We'll see. I don't know how much ice they actually pool to fill the room with air. Probably not a lot, but ice is not exactly something that I need to worry about for a very long time because we have so much. I think like 3 million or something like that. This is taking a while, but ice-wise, I'm thinking all of our ships are going to be hydrogen-based, but the grinder ship, I still want to do ion just to fool around with it and put a couple small reactors on the ship because once you have uranium, you're good to go for a long time. But I want to make a drop ship as well at some point. That's going to be pretty fun. I want to build it all in survival. Unlike the last dropship that I had, I built it all in creative and then had the nanites build it for me in survival. But I want to make one kind of freehand at some point. Not quite as big. Probably just have 2 large cargo containers and then just anything else that we need, really. A lot of reactors. And it's probably going to have mostly ion thrusters and some hydrogen thrusters for if I have to go to Earth or something that has a heavy gravity field like the alien planet. Mars, I believe, has pretty low gravity compared to Earth. That's something that's going to be happening way later on, but for now, this thing is going to take ages to finish, but once it's done, oh, it's going to look so nice. I got hit pretty hard again, except this time I'm not going to have to load it back up. A bunch of those little drones came out of the sky out of nowhere again and just started laying into just the whole base everywhere. They almost breached right here and a few spots on the roof. I don't know what they were aiming for. I don't think they got any of the guns, but I'm definitely going to put some missile turrets on these towers because the missiles should make quick work of those little drones. But yeah, they wrinkled up the base pretty good. The floor right here is all damaged, but I think the nanites are going to be able to take care of all of that. Come on. There you go. The doors are okay from what I can tell. I didn't see really too much damage on the inside. Some wrinkling here, and there was some pretty bad one up there. But it looks like the nanites are taking care of it. I put a double door here so to help keep the pressure in. And they're still working on this giant reactor. The nanites are going to be pretty busy going up repairing all this steel plating. So that was cool. I survived. I think there was 5 of those little drones and they had missile launchers and stuff. So that's good. The turrets, it looked like they couldn't really take the drones out that quickly because they were trying to block the missiles. But I think if I put missiles on these towers, we should be pretty good until I can put the force field around this thing. I don't want to do that yet, obviously, until this is built and I have a pretty good amount of uranium, because I'm sure the force field's going to take quite a bit of energy. Yeah, it looks like they'll repair this up pretty quickly. I apologize, it's a different day, and if my generator is loud in the background, I'm sorry. There wasn't very much sun, so my batteries didn't charge up on the trailer very much, so I've been having to run the generator. Oh well. I think once the reactor is done being made, I'm going to go ahead and start to build a little ship in here. After I put some missile turrets and stuff up there. Why does it look like that took damage? Oh, never mind. It's just the way the graphics are looking. Okay. This thing will get finished once they're done repairing the base, and then we'll make a little grinding transport ship. Another Reaver ship has noticed a signal. I don't have any antennas, so let's see what this is about. Pretty sure it's going after that thing that's been destroyed for a while. So what do those things do? Do they have guns? I'm sure they have guns. Oh, that still has guns on it? So, that Reaver ship just does not stand a chance. I'm gonna fly up there. I want to neutralize the guns again on this guy. Maybe. So that's falling. But where is it falling to? Is it gonna land right on top? Are you gonna land right on top? I can't tell. Are you gonna bump it? Hit it? No? Oh, yep. There we go. Slowly falling. I'm curious where that's gonna land. Whoa. Ever so slowly. Okay. It's going too slow for me. It's gonna land somewhere. Alright, back in the base. I don't know if that thing is finished falling out of the sky yet. If it does make its way onto the moon without blowing up into a billion pieces, then I'll find it later. What I want to do, even though this episode has just been dragging out super long of just nothing, I want to build some sort of ship. And I think it goes like that. So I'll do that. Some blocks. That should be good right there. We'll do a cockpit here. So the battery is 3x3, so we're gonna go ahead and add 2 more. The battery will go on top of those. I kind of want to put an H2O2 generator on here. That there. So if I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put some conveyors here. So I want to put grinders on this thing. Let's see what these azimuth grinders look like. Oh, they're so small. Let's see what these things are about. They're so little. There is a new mod that I'm going to be looking into that I saw somebody using, and it looks freaking awesome, like way better than the nanites. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that because this thing sucks and it's not doing anything. Still need a battery. We got some super small grinders. Oh my god, they're tiny. Probably put 2 more on there. We'll see. I'm going to weld up the cockpit, H2O2 generator, and the large cargo container. And then we'll see how this thing looks. My missile turrets keep shooting something. And there's like a heavy Corvette just chilling. I don't have much fuel left in this thing. But I want to know, why are you just hovering? What do you want? So it's coming down ever so slowly. I think it's scoping me out because that thing is up there still, right? So that's up there. But I think that ended up coming down. That was supposed to, I think that was the, uh-oh. Oh, that was the super gremlin. And now there's that. So what happens if I shoot a missile at you? Are you destroyed? Are you... Oh, I think that went after that and finally brought that down. So now that one's kind of broken and coming down. Pretty sure that's what's happening. Okay, so I'm not too worried about that thing. That'll work. And then that way, or actually, nope, that's correct. I'll put my connector on the bottom of the cockpit. Everything flows perfectly. Great. That'll work. And then I'll put my gyros right here in the middle. Alright, so they're shooting it up. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah. That's not what I want them to be shooting though. We might not be salvaging that space pirate ship very much. Oh, well, there we go. That's happening. And there goes the drill. Okay. Alright, so here is, so far, my little grinder prototype thing that I just threw together. The little grinders, ion thrusters everywhere. It's hovering just fine. I don't know how it flies. Got 3 gyros, 4 reactors, and a battery. So it's outputting 400 kilowatts, and it's just sitting here. So if I try to move it around... Seems okay. Not the fastest little ship, but it works. Let me put... where's tools? Ah, so grinder. Thrust. Click on off. And connector. Switch lock. Cool. So it seems to be working okay. Maybe we can sort of grind some stuff. So it lifts pretty good. I am using... All I have is my light on my person. Let's take a look at the drill real quick. Did I lose my cargo container? I did not. So everything, for the most part, looks pretty good. Except that the drill fell off and... yeah. Gonna have to fix that. Alright, so there's something here. But it looks like there's something over here as well. So this one looks like the space pirate vessel. I want these solar panels though. So 18,000 kilograms is our weight empty. Oh, am I full? Is it not going into the cargo? Grinder. Oh, it's not going into the cargo container. That is really weird. I think I need to investigate as to why it's not going into my large cargo. I wonder if it's because I have small conveyors and then it kind of turns into a large conveyor. Maybe if I pipe some small conveyors into the large cargo container with its small ports. And this thing does not stop very well at all. Why did I choose ion thrusters? This thing is an absolute failure. I'm going to modify it and try and fix it a little bit. For some reason, stuff won't come out of the drills or grinders and go into the inventories. But everything else works, the connectors and stuff. So I don't know if these azimuth grinders are screwed up. So I'm going to have to try to figure out how I'm going to put regular grinders on this thing. Aside from that, my large cargo container blew up because I ran into a wall. So I'm going to be putting some better thrusters onto this thing. There's probably some hydrogen thrusters throughout it. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but for now, it's a fail. This thing sucks the way it is. So I'm going to leave it, and hopefully next episode we can get the grinder situation figured out. And that's going to do it. It's a long episode of nothing but just I don't know what the hell happened. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.